Let me quickly talk to you about a $500,000 bad credit business loans from Advanced Funds Network. No personal guarantee, no collateral, flexible terms, and approval within hours. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Story Q Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you are to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about a large business loan from Advanced Funds Network. And the maximum amount is $500,000. And this loan is great for folks who have bad credit or fair credit. There is no personal guarantee, no collateral, flexible terms, and we love the fact that you can get approved for this loan within hours. Before I get into the actual overview here, please understand that this video is purely informational, educational. We have no affiliation, no relationship with Advanced Funds Network. They haven't paid us to do this video. First, one thing I want to do here is to just present you what Advanced Funds Network is. This is a company that's based in California. They actually cover the whole United States and Canada. And the cool thing here is that they actually provide business loans for folks with fair credit, bad credit, good credit. You can do the loans on an EIN only basis if you want to. And we love the fact that they offer fast and easy processing. They have various financial products that you can choose from. And we love the fact that they also provide, they have a very user-friendly interface, okay? And if you have any question, you can contact them. They're always working and they are very responsive. 1-800-573-1628. 1-888-573-1628. And the cool thing here is that you can get the money for working capital. You can use the cash for purchasing additional inventory. You can hire staff. You can initiate marketing campaigns. You can take care of a seasonality or cyclicality in your industry. All kinds of loan uses are available. In terms of requirements, they want you to have at least $10,000 in gross monthly income. That's not net, that's gross income, okay? And you need to find a way to prove that. And usually they require the last 3 monthly bank statements. If you don't have those or you don't want to provide those, they can actually work with you in terms of connecting their system to your accounting software so they can verify in real time your accounting transactions. And you also need to demonstrate an ability to pay back the loan because for them, it's all about the moolah. It's all about your liquidity situation. So they really don't care that much about your personal credit or your business credit for that matter. They care more about your cash flows, your inflows and outflows. Let me talk to you now about eligibility. Folks, I'm still having a conversation with you about a massive business loan from Advanced Funds Network. Maximum loan amount, $500,000. There's no personal guarantee, no collateral. The loan has flexible terms and you can get approved within hours. Let's talk about eligibility. So the minimum qualifications for this loan is very simple. And the cool thing here is they want you to have at the time in business, 3 months. Okay, so if you are a startup, no problem. They'll take care of you. They will approve you, okay? And I've said it before, they want you to have a monthly business sales of gross revenue rather, of $10,000. That's the minimum. And in some states, they want you to have at least $200,000. So it really depends on the states. It depends on the macro of the industry you're in. It depends on your risk profile also. All industries are covered. That's pretty cool because if you've been watching this show for several months now, that some banks, some lenders do not want to get into some industries, right? For example, adults or marijuana related. But Advanced Funds Network is pretty flexible when it comes to industry coverage. In terms of your personal FICO, there is no minimum FICO score required. So even if you have 300 of FICO, you have, I would say, a sort of tainted personal credit history, not a problem. They look at the fundamentals of the business. See, when you think about EIN only business loan, this is really a pure play. One thing I also want to say here is that you need to have to find a way to prove that you have been in business for at least 3 months. And you can prove that through your financial statements, because they will know exactly when you started your operations. You can also send Advanced Funds Network a copy of your articles of organization or articles of incorporation, whether you are an LLC or S Corp or C Corp. The cool thing here is that they will let you know anyway what kind of documentation you need to provide for them to substantiate the operational history of your business. And if you're located in the United States or even in Canada, they cover Canada also. So this is pretty good. So this is kind of cool for folks who have operations not only in the United States, but also in Canada. If you have operations in North America, except Mexico, then you can still qualify. In any case, I always recommend that you call them. Again, the number is 1-888-573-1628. Let's talk about the loan benefits here, folks. I'm still having a conversation with you about a $500,000 bad credit business loan from Advanced Funds Network. If you have a FICO of 300, 400, doesn't matter, you can get qualified. You just need to be in business for at least 3 months. You got to be generating some kind of sales. No profit is needed, okay? What are the benefits? You get the loan in as little as 3 hours. Think about that, 3 hours. So when we have a conversation about fast loan, this is the fastest you can get. Of course, we have covered other loans on this show that would approve you within minutes, but those were for personal loans. In this case, I'm talking to you about business loans. So fast, the speed is very important. The second benefit, you don't have to pay any upfront fees to qualify, which is pretty good. We always advise people against paying any lender fees before getting approved anyway. So this Advanced Funds Network is pretty legit. They're telling you, hey, listen, we're not charging you any upfront fees to qualify. You don't need a minimum deposit or ending balance to qualify also. This is very important. In other words, you're not going to look at your balance sheet. They're not going to look at your income statement. They're not going to look at of course, they're going to look at your bank statements, but they're not going to pay attention to the inflows and outflows to see that you need to have a minimum deposit or any balance to qualify. You can use the loan to finance a wide variety of businesses, including retail, restaurants, and service-oriented businesses. Okay, the interest on business loans is tax deductible. This is not a benefit of this particular loan. It is applicable to all kinds of business loans that we know. And you have a chance to help out your poor credit rating by repaying the loan on time. This is really good. So if you have bad credit, whether at the personal level or at the business level, you have the ability through a loan from Advanced Funds Network to not only improve your personal credit, but also your business credit. If you structure the loan application, if you structure it as EIN only, then you can only improve your business credit, okay? And if you have no collateral and a poor credit rating, guess what? You can still be lucky with Advanced Funds Network. Okay, because the loan has no collateral, it's not collateralized, there is no personal guarantee, and they don't require you to have a minimum credit rating. Of course, you got to have at least 300, that's the lower range anyway, right? So that's it. I want to quickly talk to you about other business loans that are offered by Advanced Funds Network. Folks, just to contextualize today's conversation, I'm still talking to you about a massive $500,000 business loan from Advanced Funds Network. If you have bad credit, no problem. If you have no collateral, no problem. But besides the bad credit business loans, there are other loans that you might be interested in. And they offer a whole repertoire of business loans. Mamma mia. Look on the screen, folks. You have here, my friend, what do you see? You have a great constellation of no-doc business loans, low-doc business loans, EIN only business loans, loans requiring no personal guarantee, etc. Let's quickly go through these loans. Whew, fantastic. Mamma mia, Santa Madonna. This is really good. Look at that. They have bad credit business loans. This is what we're talking about today. They have business term loans. This is the kind of loans that allows you to get a lump sum and repay over time. Then you have business funding. Business funding from Advanced Funds Network is a little more, it's a niche market. So they look at certain industries. They look at some startups. So you can go to the website and click on that to have a better idea of what business funding stands for. They also offer business lines of credit. This is really good. If you don't want to always apply for a new loan and you just want to get the cash and tap into the cash when you need it, fantastic. Through Advanced Funds Network, you can also get equipment leasing and financing. This is really good, especially if you are in an industry where the macro is a little cyclical and you're just trying to cover your ass by having some cash in terms of liquidity cushion. This is really good. Okay, so you have the cash sitting there, so when you need it, you can tap into it and finance your business. They also offer invoice and PO factoring. This is really good. Also, PO stands for purchase order factoring. You have merchant cash advances. This is really great if you have electronic sales, whether through debit or credit cards. They have short-term and flexible commercial loans. Commercial loans are a little more, I would say, convoluted in terms of the paperwork needed, and the amounts are higher also, as opposed to small business loans. Of course, they also offer small business loans. They have unsecured business lines of credit, and they have working capital. So here, as you can see, they have a whole catalog of a very interesting loans, very interesting business loans, some of which are low doc, some of which are no doc, some of which are EIN only business loans. Fantastic. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Strategy Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation here about a fantastic, wonderful, magnificent business loan from Advanced Funds Network. Maximum loan amount, $500,000. And this is a loan that requires no collateral, no personal guarantee. This is really wonderful. And so why should you choose Advanced Funds Network? Because we've been talking about this. This is a lender that's been around for a while. They do have a lot of strengths and a few weaknesses, and we believe, based on our judgment, that they are a great lender, great lending platform. You should consider at least choosing Advanced Funds Network because they do have they offer 24/7 direct account management. They have a 5-star service since 2007, and this is not just us saying it. A lot of folks on the internet are saying it also. They have customized programs to fit your business needs, regardless of the industry you're in. This is really good. I mean, you want that flexibility. You want that ability to finance your business, no matter which industry you're in, right? And for the last 15 years, they have funded more than $1.2 billion in business loans. This is something, right? They have a 2-hour approval time. And folks, even if you have bad credit, it is okay. This is what really makes us passionate about this lender, because they do give a chance to millions of Americans who have bad credit to rebound. They give you a chance to finance your business, so that you can actually gradually improve your situation and get better in terms of your FICO, in terms of your PAYDEX, in terms of your IntelliScore, in terms of everything else that matters, not only for your personal creditworthiness, but also for your business creditworthiness. So after evaluating this lender, Advanced Funds Network, on tens of criteria, including the loan variety, the loan amount generosity, the cost, the reputation, and the customer service, we assigned the company a score of 9.5 over 10. And our score was corroborated by 669 reviews on Trustpilot, which in aggregate gave this lender a perfect score of 5 stars out of 5. Fantastic. Let me quickly talk to you now about the use of loan proceeds. So, folks, just to contextualize, we're still having a very passionate conversation about a $500,000 bad credit business loan from Advanced Funds Network, and maximum loan amount is $500,000. There's no collateral required, no personal guarantee, okay, and there's no minimum FICO required. This is fantastic. And so, what are the top uses for a small business loan you can get from Advanced Funds Network? They've been known to approve business loans that help owners take care of everyday operations. So if you really need it, if you need some moolah, you need some cash just to take care of everything from payroll to rent to marketing, really, you can get that through Advanced Funds Network. What we love here is not only the diversity of business loans, but also the constellation. So you have the breadth and depth. So they're able to go all the way to $500,000. Think about that, right? So that's pretty good. They will give you a working capital funds. They'll help you no matter the seasonality or cyclicality you're in, no matter the macro of your industry, no matter the risk exposure that you have. They'll take care of you. And what about they can also give you a loan to finance equipment and machinery. Now, by default, those loans are collateralized because if they give you cash to buy equipment, they might want to have some kind of attachment, if you will, some kind of security on the equipment. That makes sense. You can also use some of the money for tenant improvement. So if you're moving into a commercial space that's essentially, I would say, a shell, you will be responsible, most likely, for paying for all or part of the build out. So you can use the cash to take care of the TIs, the tenant improvements. You can use the money from Advanced Funds Network to also buy inventory. Again, taking care of that seasonality or cyclicality that we talk about. If you are in an industry where the holidays, for instance, you make a lot of cash during the last 3 months of the year, then you want to put all your cash, you want to bulk up on inventory, right? You can use some of the cash to refinance debt. If you believe that you can get better rates with the Advanced Funds Network, you can acquire a business with that also. You can start a franchise, why not? We have franchises, very profitable franchises all over the country that cost less than $500,000. You can use the money also to expand your existing business. To stay competitive, you can finance marketing campaigns, you can hire staff, the whole 9 yards. So the list I'm giving you here is, of course, not exhaustive. It really depends on the industry you're in, the sort of operational stage your business is currently in. So this is the kind of conversation, brainstorming you should have, not only with yourself, but with your team. Now, let me give you a few pro tips about how to qualify, how to properly apply for this massive bad credit business loans from Advanced Funds Network. Folks, we are speaking about a magnificent loan, maximum loan amount, $500,000. If you have bad credit, fair credit, doesn't matter, they'll qualify you. No collateral required, no personal guarantee required. The first thing you need to do if you really want to increase your chances of getting this loan is to keep your documents in order. Very important. I know sometimes people tell us, hey, listen, of course this is logical. We understand you need to keep your documents in order. Yes, but you'll be surprised the number of business owners who have no idea how to keep their documents in order. So we want to insist on this particular point. You can archive your documents electronically on the cloud, on a USB drive, for instance. You can keep things in paper format. If that works for you, that's fine. Try to work on demonstrating sufficient cash flow. For a lender such as Advanced Funds Network, they pay attention to your ability to repay the loan. So you want to work on your cash flow, very important, either by boosting sales or by reducing expenses, whatever you have to do to keep your statement of cash flows interesting. That's kind of cool. And you also need to understand that every lender is different. We have covered tens, even if not hundreds of lenders on this show. And if Advanced Funds Network is not the right lender for you, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. It's all about being prepared. It's all about making sure that you keep your options open. You also need to understand whether or not you can qualify for this business loan, because it's not just about meeting the eligibility criteria. It's all about whether you can repay the loan. Do you have sufficient moolah, sufficient cash inflows to repay the loan, say within 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, okay? And because it's all about, is your business generating enough revenue? Do you have to face cyclicality? Do you have to face seasonality? Right? If you are in the tax industry, for example, you know that January through March or April, those 4 months are pretty quintessential for your industry. Or if you are selling toys and you know the business is booming around the holidays, those are elements you need to think about. You also need to understand what kind of loan you need. This is critical, right? What kind of loan do you need from, you can see on the screen right now, just look on the screen. What type of loan do you need from Advanced Funds Network? I've told you before that this platform, did you have a plethora of business loans? So you got to choose. Do you need a bad credit business loan, or do you need an unsecured line of credit? Do you need a secured business line of credit? Do you need a short-term business loan? What kind of loan do you need? This is the analytical adventure, if you will, I want you to have in your head and with your team. Now let's talk about the application. Okay, so the application for this loan, again, folks, I want you to look on the screen right now. So one thing you need to really be clear about is that to apply, you go to the website and you enter your information, your first name, last name, your email address, the phone number where they can rate you at. You put your company's name and the amount of cash you need for the loan. So we did this on the screen. You can see we are requesting $20,000 to $50,000, and just click get my free quote. Remember that you can also call them. They have a number 1-888-310-3110, or you can chat with a human. Okay, you can chat with someone on the website. Okay, and so you gotta click get my free quote. And once you have that, normally you should receive free quotes. But when we tried this, and we tried this over 1 month, there was a problem with the platform. So this is the response that we got. Thank you. If you would like to speak with a specialist now, please call us. And they give you another number, so 1-855-830-0334. And when we reached out to the company, they told us that they had a problem on their website. Otherwise, by the time you apply for this loan, you might be lucky and you could apply. You can get a free quote, no obligation quote from the website. Okay, but the process is pretty straightforward. You apply online, you compare the quotes that you get, you approve, you receive your funding. But right now, as of the date of this show, there was no online application possible. Okay. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you quickly about a $500,000 bad credit business loan from Advanced Funds Network. And I gave you an overview of this company, the eligibility when it comes to the loan benefits, other business loans offered by this lender, the use of loan proceeds, why choose Advanced Funds Network, the use of loan proceeds. I gave you few pro tips and sort of walked you through the application process just a little bit. Thank you so much for your attention. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.